I am the bun. You are stuck with the bun again.
Stuck with the bun.
There have been many comments along the lines of what scale length is best for my tuning. Before we get into that, I just want to talk about how awesome it is to see all the conversations that are coming up in the comments down below. You guys have a lot in common and you have a lot of information and knowledge and experience to share, and it's really cool to see you doing that. Make friends, help each other out, get stoked, go low. In episode 6 of Baritone Obsessed, a tuning or a scale length, we talked about how increased scale length can really help with down tuning. Today we're going to look at scale lengths that are currently available on the market, and we're going to talk about tunings that you might match them to. These are all 6-string examples because we're all about 6 strings here, but the same ideas apply to any number of strings that you might have. Scale length and tuning doesn't have anything to do with the amount of strings that you like to play. To kick it off, we're going to talk about 26.5 inch scale, and a good tuning range for that is B to drop A. Some guitars currently on the market that are 26.5 would be the Solar A2.6 baritone, the Ibanez RGD. The RGD is only available in certain territories. You're going to have to check that out. And the Reverend Descent, that's 26.75. It's like a 1/4 inch longer, but it's in a similar zone and comes with humbuckers and pretty awesome. I recently did a video about a 26.5 inch scale guitar, the Ibanez RGR. That's up here. Link in the description so you can kind of get an idea. I did the video in A standard, and it does an A standard, but it's not the best for A standard. It kind of dives a bit, but it worked, and 26.5, it's pretty cool. Next up is 27 inches in scale. Also great for B, but you know, A and 27, awesome. Maybe A flat, 27, awesome. You might even be able to do a G. Not my favorite. Maybe you love it, I don't know. Some guitars that are currently available in 27 inch scale are ESP Ltd does the Viper, the Horizon, the Eclipse, all in a 27 inch scale. The Line 6 Shuriken, that's also 27. And Jericho Fusion and Elite. Jericho is doing some 27s. Nice looking, haven't played any, but those are available. Quite a few options for 27. 27.5 to 27.75. You can do A, no problem at all. Drop G, pretty good. And maybe a G. I've done G on it and it's okay. It's not my favorite, but it works. Some guitars in that category would be the Eastwood Side Jack. I did a video on that recently, maybe not so recently. They have a blackout model that comes with a humbucker stock, so if you don't want to mod it out like the one I had, that's an option. As well as the PRS 277 and 277 soap bar with the semi-hollow. Those are the 27.75 and the Eastwood is the 27.5. A, drop G, G kind of like okay, not great, but it works. 28 is great. In 28 we can do G really easy. I do G in 28. Can do a drop F with it. A little bit sloppy on the drop F, but it works. Lots of options thankfully for 28. We have Chapman, they do 2 models. They do the ML1 baritone, modern baritone, and they do the ML3 BIA signature baritone. Ibanez RGIB6, you know, I did the video for that a while ago. The Hagstrom Viking baritone, really cool guitar, 28 inches, a little bit longer. Warmoth conversions, so you can go up to 28.625, which is 28 5/8, I believe. Warmoth is a conversion neck for Fender neck pocket guitars, so Telecasters, Stratocasters, anything with a Fender style neck pocket, usually a Warmoth neck will fit. That little bit more scale length definitely helps, especially for G. It gets a lot crisper, a lot more sustained. Doing a parts baritone can be economically better. It can also be very expensive. It depends how you go about it, but it's an option on the table. We're going to 29.625 and 29.75. Awesome for F, like awesome for F, does F very easily, and you could do a drop E flat type of thing. Guitars available in this scale length would be the Music Man Silhouette bass guitar. That is the 29.625. And in 29.75 we have Dan Electro baritone, the 56 baritone. Did a video on that, and the Gretsch Jet baritone. 30 inches in scale, you can do an E very easily. 30 inches is where most bass sixes reside, and bass six is E to E, octave down. But if you do lighter strings, much more of a guitar kind of sound. In the 30-inch realm, we have the Schecter C6 and the Schecter Ultra 6, as well as the Jazzmaster baritone by Squier. I did a video of the Squier recently. Very cool guitar. These guitars are really interesting because you can use them in the context of a down-tuned guitar, baritone guitar. You can use it more like a bass six, and you can also use it just as a bass. I don't know how many people actually gig with these kinds of guitars as a bass, you know, filling the bass role, but it's definitely an option. So very cool instruments, very fun to play, a lot of creative opportunity. So a little note is, this is just a guide, and if you increase scale length, if you go with a longer scale, you will get better performance. So let's use A as an example. If you use a 28-inch scale for A, it's going to tune to A effortlessly. You're not going to have to fool around with the intonation a whole lot or anything like that. You just put some strings on, tune it to A, tweak the intonation, and it's going to work really well. The tuning is going to be awesome. The playability is going to be awesome. So it makes it a lot easier if you go with a little bit more scale length. Something I've realized is that a lot of people are really sensitive to like how long the guitar is, and this guide tries to kind of account for that, like not take it too long if length is an issue for you. But if you're cool with the length, then going a little bit longer is infinitely going to help you. You know, I'm in G and I really like 28 because it's very comfortable for me, but you know, 29.625 or 29.75 is way better in terms of the setup and all that. I just put some strings on, do a really minor intonation adjustment, boom, it's like, it's happening. I don't have to fool around. It sounds like super crisp and crazy sustain and all that kind of stuff. Really light strings. So if you're cool with it being a little bit longer, you're definitely going to see an immediate benefit, and it's going to be way easier to go super low. So something to think about. You gotta figure out like comfort versus, you know, my end result, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of up to you. So, all right, we're gonna wrap it up. If you find this for some reason very helpful or weirdly entertaining, I don't whoa, hit that like button, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. But like I was talking about in the beginning, you know, get involved in the comments and meet each other, because you guys have a lot in common and a lot to share, and it's really awesome to see people talking. You know, that's why I'm here, to meet people and talk about stuff that I really like. Awesome to meet you guys, and awesome that you guys are meeting each other. So amazing. All right, peace. I am the Bun. Thank you very much for hanging out here today. It's been awesome, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Oh. B 27. This is getting ridiculous. Doesn't even make sense, really.